All right, I've talked about this before, but I want to make this very clear because it's very important on how to get into this market. We are not waiting for crashes. I had a friend call me the other day. Ethereum shot up by so much. He said, I missed the boat again. I'm like, why are you waiting for boats? He said he's waiting for a crash. I said, listen, this is what we have to do. Okay, step number one, figure out what percentage of your savings you want to put into crypto. I suggest you look from 1 to 10%. If you don't have any money to risk, just do 1%. There have been studies that have shown because the crypto assets are uncorrelated with other assets, because they're so volatile, and because there's such upside potential, just 1% in your portfolio can make a huge difference. I don't know about huge, but 1% can make a good difference. Okay, and if you're going more aggressive, I'd say just 10% for now. It's a long game. You want to have firepower in the future. There could be a crash. For now, just 10% is the most I do. So you figure out how much savings you have, what percentage you want to put in, then come up with that number. Take that number and divide by 6. And so then you're going to put in that amount each month for 6 months. So if you determine you have $60,000, you want to put in 10%, that's $6,000 divided by 6, so you're going to buy in $1,000 a month. Now, you're not just being a robot, I'm going to buy on the first Monday of every month. You watch the market. When it falls 10%, 15% in a day, this happens, has a bad couple weeks, or sometimes in this market, just being flat for a while is good. Then you make a buy. When it shoots up 30%, that's not the day you buy. So you watch and you buy when it's down and relatively down. In this market, that can be tough. And you don't, so it's so much in a month. Now, if the market's going through the roof every single day, hey, maybe you don't really buy your full 1,000 in the month. Another month, it goes down a lot. You do a little more than your 1,000. But in general, you want to spread it out. Spread out your time risk, because you know what happens if you put it all in on one day. That's when it all crashes the next day, right? That's how it always kind of works. So you want to spread out your time risk and get in there. And when you buy, your feeling should always kind of be, I'm buying right now at this price, and I hope it goes down because I got more money to put in, and I want to buy in at a lower price. You always buy with the desire that it's going to go down even though you're buying right now. And the other thing is know your portfolio goals. So as you know, I've been talking about Stellar Lumens, and I was saying that should be 40% of your portfolio, and I was getting there, and then all of a sudden the thing went up 500%. Now I have so many Stellar Lumens. Stellar Lumens is a huge percentage of my portfolio. So for me, also it went up a lot. But let's say Stellar, fell and was kind of flat. I mean, I don't know if I would buy more at this point, because I already have so many compared to what I'm trying to do. So that's the other thing to balance, is to, I don't believe in diversification for the sake of diversification. It's kind of what Warren Buffett's saying, and this is not a quote, is he's pretty much says, know your shit and bet big. You don't want to just spread yourself all over a bunch of coins, but I don't know, and Charlie Munger picks like 1 or 2 only, with billions of dollars. So that's, I think a little diversification here is good. Like I've said, Ethereum, Stellar Lumens. I may be getting into this OMG. You got 5 to 10% of your crypto in Bitcoin. You have a few, and you put them in a spreadsheet. Keep track how many coins, what the price is. It's fun. You can update it every day and watch the numbers move a lot. But, keep track of what percentage of your portfolio are you reaching your goals, and then when it's time to put in your monthly dollar cost averaged in amount, not only are you buying things when they're down, you're buying more of things that you need to accumulate so that your portfolio is diversified the way you want it to be diversified. And that's all. I just wanted to say that because I got a lot of people kind of like, when do I get in? When do I get in? And it's like, you just got to bite the bullet on this thing. I mean, it's crazy to buy when things are going up. Right now, we're on a huge rally. It's crazy, scary. And I'm not buying right now. I'm waiting. Either this thing's going to slow down and flatten out for a minute, or we're going to have a nice drop. I mean, there will probably be a 50% drop within, soon. But keep in mind, in this market too, I've seen 50% drops, and it's like you've got a day and a half, and then it's friggin' back up. Or 50% drop, and then it goes up, and now it's only 10 or 20% down. It's tricky. Don't try to pick the bottoms, and don't try to sell the top, and don't sell. Where you're going in. That's one other point. Thank you. Now, what can also happen is you put your money in, you want it to be 10%, and you put your money in, and then the whole thing doubles, and now all of a sudden, and this, now your crypto portfolio is a much bigger percentage of your savings than I'm recommending this 10 or 5 to 10%. If you have that problem at this point, I would just hold. Don't sell so that you have crypto is not too much of your savings. Because remember, that's just found money. It just went up. And this is a long-term game, a buy and hold, and eventually, right, in the long run, crypto is going to be 100% of money, right? I mean, eventually analog goes to digital. So 10% of your money into the new digital money is not a lot in the long run. So if you put it in and it goes up, don't start selling to keep the percentage low. If you have that, then you may it might be so much that you just stop putting in new dollars. But again, I just don't sell. And I think any trader who in this last couple weeks here where it just keeps going up and up, anyone who's a trader, I'm sure sold, because when it goes up by 100%, you think, well, I should take some profits. And then it goes up another 100%. So just HODL. HODL, hold on for dear life. And if you think it's hard to hold when it's going up, get ready to hold when it goes down. It's even harder unless you have conviction and you know what you're doing. Good luck.